Good evening all, welcome back to Place and Space. We bring you back covers under the radar. So this is just a few covers which have kind of been sneaking around. There's a lot out this week, so we want to highlight a few things which maybe we think here deserve a little bit more attention. Alright, it's been a while since we've done one of these. Let's go. Deadly Class 47 comes to you this week from Jeff Deckel on the variant. Now, to my knowledge, Jeff Deckel hasn't done too many Deadly Class variants, but he should do, because that's lovely. Miles Morales issue 28, this is Ivan Coelho, that is gorgeous, and it sold like Billy on pre-order as well, so many of you spotted it. However, I can guarantee you many of you Miles hunters are just getting into the game now, so that is this week's cover B. You put Miles Morales on the cover wearing Captain America's suit, recipe for glory from Marvel right there. Expect that to be very popular near you. Jabba the Hutt this week is a one-shot inside Star Wars of already bounty hunters. This has a first appearance of the madam on the front there, Giuseppe Camicoli brings you this cover this week. Expect that to absolutely fly. Alright. Jen Bartel. Now initially when I saw this with a colleague of mine, esteemed colleague I may say, we both said, mate, Boss Logic, no. Jen Bartel bringing you a lot of very black and white pastel-y tones. Now Jen Bartel is very well known for huge expansive colour palettes. It's very unusual for her to just do black and white. But she has, and smashed it. That is out this week. Sorry, that was Superman and the Authority #1 cover B for those watching. Now this is Zoe Thorogood on, I've forgotten, Homesick Pilots no less. Now she did Ha Ha issue 2, I'm being told behind the scenes here, but I love that. Very, very tight linemanship there, that's very cool. Speaking of Ha Ha issue 2, we can segue very neatly into Ha Ha issue 6. That's Martin Morazzo. So it probably hasn't escaped many of you by this point that Martin Morazzo has single-handedly reinvigorated, I should say, any interest in the Dr. Zeus homages. I mean, Dynamite got in on the game after Martin started doing them. He was the first, really, but he's done them and smashed them. They have gotten very popular. Moving super quickly over to Moonlight issue 1. Now, that's a brand new, massive Marvel release, obviously with more covers than God. John Romita Jr. brings in his cover for discussion, shall we say, right here with more ankles than I can count right now, which for my money isn't necessarily how something like this should be done. That's just my personal take. I want to bring in this one, however. Now this is by Kyle Hotz. He has a way of really twisting those limbs, making everything super exaggerated in a way that perhaps other artists don't, but it still hangs together. If you look at that, it's farcical. Nothing makes sense. From an anatomy point of view, that doesn't work. But you look at it, it bloody well does. It's gorgeous, and the colour palette he uses really helps too. I love that. We're going to finish up on finish up on a comic in the video that we spoke ever so briefly about earlier. This is Spare Parts, brought to you by Beer Moth, which is basically all things gore, grindhouse smashed together. I don't know the artist for these one. I'm literally yanking out all of them, so we can assume they're by a variety of artists. But I just wanted to show them because they're beautiful. When you hold them in the flesh, they're really thick, heavy cardstock. And this one finalises on the Planet Terror homage or tribute there as well. Swapped out the leg for the hand, I see, with the axe, but very cool. So it's been a while since we've done one of those. Hope you've enjoyed. It's just a few things that you may not have seen. Maybe not covers of the week material, but still interesting stuff that we've just wanted to spend a few seconds on. Alrighty, catch you. I won't see you next week. I'm off. I'm going to be bumming around Cornwall, so I'm getting rather drunk. So you'll have a very polished looking Greg in my place. Enjoy.